again, because I'm from Imota, that's home for me, and I do also go home very far. I'm going home tomorrow. There are quite a lot of stuff we've said when it comes to local government and councillorship and all of that. Some of the things that I see that are important is to flip the equation a little bit. And what do I mean by flipping the equation a little bit? Politicians don't just come up with ideas and plans and programs without some of us that are called consultants. Those of us who advise them. And so I shared a kind of a story. I said, when I was speaking on a platform, I said, there was a time, I think it was Governor Fayemi, I think was visiting Governor Wike or so. And when they got into the room, there were 3 guys who came with Governor Fayemi, 3 young guys who came into the room. And I said, the Nigerian youth are the problem of Nigeria. If we're 70%, I mean, that's what we say. If Nigeria is what it is today, and we are the largest population, we are the problem. Let's not look at, let's not paint the picture. We ourselves are the problem. If you sit today, I will tell you that I agree with everything you said. That's what I'm coming to. Because I'm on the other side, I was on the other side before. But again, I'm also a politician, but also a consultant who actually talks a lot to some of these guys. We are the problem. And that is why we definitely need to listen to them, because if we don't help them, they wouldn't be able to do anything significant for us. So what am I trying to say? We are solo on the outside. It's like when you're playing a game of chess. Those of us who are on the outside of the game see the game better than those who are playing against themselves. So we need to be very, very intentional about engagement. Though yes, we know that some of those politicians, like my honorable brother said, some of them have the personality that they don't want to listen to anybody. In Imota, my uncle had been the LCDA chairman, 2 terms, and I told my dad that, I don't mind, let me come out, because I gave him an idea that he didn't use. My dad said, you want to go and fight your uncle, don't worry, just stay. Now, his elder brother is a king, my uncle, my grandfather, put him there. Is the younger brother, right? So they try to tweak the name. So one is using one family name, the same name, but tweaking it on the other side so that they don't look like they're brothers, but they're brothers. Now, if I now want to go to challenge him as a local government chairman, I can only do that now because he's leaving. He has done 2 terms. But if I was going to do it while he was there, I would be fighting a family war. So the reality of it sometimes is that our engagement needs to be very, very strategic. And for us is that we need to look inward and chase these people. Because I say again, I live in Bagada, and in my estate I've never seen any notice of anything happening in any of the local government. I grew up in Bawala, where you have Mariga local government. Now, I grew up between Obanikoro, Bawala, in Pedro, now in Bagada. I've never seen any notice of anything. Now, I have a bit more time I can attend, but I've never seen any notice for me to want to go and attend. So the question again, if you flip it, is, are the councillors, the local government chairmen, also very eager for engagement? And that is another thing on one side. But we also on the other side, that's why I say I'm flipping the equation, we also on the other side, we also need to make the attempt to engage, because these guys are always burdened by so many things. And then let me come to states and all of that. I agree with you with Ikorodu not getting anything, because I know that part of the conversation at some place was that, hey, we didn't vote for them, so we don't get many things. The stretch of Sabo in Ikorodu all the way down to Itoki is a total mess. I'm going on that road again tomorrow, but I can tell you it's a total mess. Now, the rice mill of Lagos State is situated in Imota. The deputy governor has that instituted and make sure that that thing works, but it's still not fully functional. And I went to the KBAC, who is my uncle, and I said, sir, this mill is not going to work. He looked at me and said, yes, sir, there's no anything, it's not going to work. I said, I'm just coming from Kwara State, having a conversation with the holding company, with the state government, and I know that Kebbi used to collect rice in Shonga, in Niger, and distone it and bring it to Lagos, and you call lake rice. Kebbi does not have the capacity of the rice from Kwara State anymore. He looked at me and said, yes. I said, because there is a mill in Kwara now, And the government of the state are putting a back-end integration of another 50,000 hectares to be able to supply. I said, so Kebbi will not get rights to this stone to bring to Lagos. But someday, I think about a week or two, somebody came to meet him, and it was obvious the deal was not going to work. And then he said, my father, the palace is just by my great-grandfather's compound, but again, everything has opened up. They sent for me that he can't remember how he saved my number. The reality is that if I didn't have that information, because I went to another state to consult for them and help them package something that can bring about IGR, they won't have that information. Now, where am I still going? My 12th here, Governor Ambode built the market in Imota to move my 12 and K2. Governor Sowolu came and abandoned that project. That thing is locked down, dilapidating with all the investment there. Again, I agree with you, the personality. But you see, you cannot build legitimacy on illegitimacy. So somebody whose government, and again, I'm very careless about political parties because as I am today, I suffered my not being in the ruling party. I've been locked up, so it's not new to me, right? But you see, what is important for me is that if the man that we are allowing to be there is not the right man to be there, we'll continue to face this. So again, I call back on this side of the equation. We all must learn to step out, even at the primaries, not waiting until general elections. We must step out to run for political office. Let all of us go and vie for office during primary elections. Local government elections is next year, I believe. Sorry? It's 2 years now. Okay, 2025. We should start engaging now to be part of that structure. Because even if we are not running as the one who wants to run for local government chairman or the councillor, we should be the ones appointing the right candidate who will be like them, because they are different from others, but for them to be able to come out and have conversations. But call others and bring everybody to the same room, I can tell you that you would have more than 50% of them who wouldn't have anything to say about what they are doing. So it is important for us as citizens. The office of the citizens is so powerful, but we don't know how to use that power. We don't know how to use the engagement. So I hope that I've been able to balance the conversation, both on the side of the politicians, because I'm also one, but we need to be able to help, and GLDF is doing a good job to help to balance the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think we need to give a special thanks to the honorables in the House. I want us to please say a big thank you to them. And by giving them a clap offering, happy to give it to you, God bless you, sir, God bless you, sir, and they've done very well.